Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We are Team 3, and together we will be discussing the COVID-19 vaccination, its impact on public perception, human health, and healthcare practice. We will explore what COVID-19 is, how the vaccinations work, why public opinion was so divided, and the important role healthcare professionals play in encouraging vaccination. Now, allow me to introduce Joy, who will be explaining exactly what COVID-19 is, how it spreads, and who is most at risk.
Coronavirus disease 2019, also known as COVID 19, is a viral infection caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. Symptoms can vary from person to person, ranging from asymptomatic to intensive care and even death. The elderly and those with underlying health conditions, especially respiratory or cardiac, are the most vulnerable. Reported symptoms include, but are not limited to, fever, cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, runny nose, loss of taste or smell, and fatigue. It is also important to know that COVID is spread via respiratory droplets when talking, sneezing, or coughing, and are inhaled. And they can also linger on surfaces and enter the body through the eyes and mouth.
So, what was the public's perception of the vaccine? Well, back when the COVID-19 vaccines were first released in late 2020, public opinion was split. Many people saw the Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna vaccines as a major scientific success. They seen it as a source of hope, protection, and a path back to normal life. But others were hesitant. One major concern was how quickly the vaccines were developed, less than a year, which made some people worry about the safety. In an article in the Journal of Nursing Regulation titled Vaccine Hesitancy Prompts Healthcare Leaders to Take Action, the author Rebecca Foch talks about these concerns. She points to a Gallup poll from late 2020, as seen in the slide, showing that only 58% of Americans said that they would get vaccinated. That's well below the roughly 70% that was needed for herd immunity. And one important reason for this hesitation is something that we see also back in history called the Tuskegee Syphilis Study. This was a government ran study in the United States from 1932 to 1972, where hundreds of black men with syphilis were deliberately not given treatment, even after a cure became available. Just so researchers could watch how the disease progressed, the men were misled and they were told they were receiving medical care when in reality they were not. This event deeply damaged trust in the healthcare system. So when a brand new COVID vaccine appeared, some people were naturally more cautious. Foch also points out that unequal access to healthcare today continues to fuel doubt and that misinformation spreads quickly on social media, making fears about vaccines even stronger.
There are many variations of the coronavirus vaccine. The most common kind is the mRNA vaccine, which was produced by two large pharmaceutical companies, which are Moderna and Pfizer. Pfizer collaborated with another pharmaceutical company called BioNTech in order to produce their vaccine. The mRNA vaccine works on the human body by allowing it to build up a defense mechanism against the coronavirus proteins. Those proteins are injected into the body through bits of RNA that code for those specific coronavirus proteins. And from there, as previously mentioned, the body is able to build up a defense against it. Benefits to receiving the COVID vaccine include decreased risk of hospitalization, decreased risk of severe illness, and even death. Regarding on a societal level, the vaccine caused a lot of controversy, predominantly rooted in politics, due to the vaccine being mandated for select cases.
Due to vaccine hesitancy, when a new vaccine rolls out, nurses and other medical professionals have the responsibility of conveying the facts about the vaccine to the public that reassures them the vaccine is safe and in their best interest to get. By the healthcare workers giving the public the facts and the public trusting those facts, their education, and the experience of the healthcare workers, it encourages and convinces the public to hopefully receive the vaccine. Along with the experience healthcare workers have comes with witnessing the damage of COVID-19 up front. So when vaccines are rolled out, specifically when the COVID-19 vaccine was rolled out, healthcare workers were able to have a little more hope and peace of mind that the rapid spreading would decrease.
To wrap up our presentation, here are the key points we want to highlight. First, COVID-19 is a fast-spreading viral illness that has affected communities worldwide. Secondly, vaccination has been one of the most debated topics throughout the pandemic. Opposition to it often stems from historical trauma, unequal access to healthcare, the spread of misinformation, and political influences. The third, despite this debate, COVID-19 vaccination has played an important role in slowing the spread of disease and reducing the risk of severe illness, hospitalization, and death. And finally, healthcare workers have the responsibility to educate, to raise awareness, and to encourage the public to understand the benefits of vaccination. So here's our question. A community health nurse is planning an educational program about the COVID-19 vaccination. Now, which statement by the participant indicates the highest level of understanding about the benefits of vaccination? A, the COVID-19 vaccine guarantees I will not get infected. B, getting vaccinated helps protect me and it also reduces the spread of COVID-19 in the community. C, if I get vaccinated, I no longer need to follow any precautions. D, the vaccine contains live virus that can give me COVID-19. So we'll give you all a few seconds to think. Which answer would you choose and why? The correct answer is B. This is because it reflects both personal and community benefits of the vaccination. And vaccination reduces the risk of severe illness, of hospitalization, and death. Overall helps achieve herd immunity by lowering the virus transmission. The other options unfortunately contain misconceptions, such as vaccine not guaranteeing full immunity, and that precautions may still be necessary, and that mRNA vaccines do not contain live virus. This information is all supported by the CDC's COVID-19 vaccine effectiveness data, as shown in the slide. And here is a list of all of the references we used while creating this presentation. We hope you all found the presentation to be both informative and beneficial. Thank you all for your time and attention, and goodbye.